263. And if it's your first time tuning in, my name is Jordan Oveas. I'm the founder of daynumber.io. I've been documenting my journey for the last 263 days, and my mission is really to help mission-driven founders fulfill their mission. I said mission 3 times there. Mission, mission, mission. And also, I'm a professional magician. Been doing this for the last doing that for the last 23 years. And the title of today's video is why it matters to show up daily as a founder, right? Hey, what's going on, Hayden Vlogs? And welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. And yeah, so just to kind of relate this to what I did, what happened yesterday is yesterday reached out to about 17 people on LinkedIn. Also, um, yeah, just to as founders, and then while I was doing that, I seen somebody post that she's been building kind of in public for the last 7 years, and basically now she's getting inbound leads, and people know who she is because she's shown up that many times, right? So for me doing this, the reason why, number one, the reason why I was doing this is to hold myself accountable, to keep going every single day. Um, and not quit, because there's been many days where life has really hit hard, and I really didn't feel like documenting anything, but because I did that, I put my word out there that I was going to continue to build. I kept going, and now it's turned into, now I think yesterday there was about seven people that logged, including myself. I'm not sure, I didn't check this morning to see who else did. I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. How are you, man? How are you? Doing great. um, and yeah, I ended up, another thing that I did yesterday. Another thing that was cool yesterday is I actually launched a 24/7 live stream on my school community. So anybody can tune in that's in part of the community. You're gonna see how that goes. I know Discord, you can have like a voice chat. You can hop into anytime. So it's kind of like that, but this is video, right? And that way, it's kind of like open office hours for 24/7 anywhere around the world. And I think I did 24/7 because there's people from India, like all over, like Australia, here you Hayden Vlogs, um, that can tune in and hop in anytime to connect with other founders, to jam, session like vibe coding or do whatever. Hey, what's up, Hayden Vlogs? And yeah, just to connect and hang out, to meet other founders, right? So hopefully that helps people. Today I'm just gonna, so like I was saying, why it's important to um, show up every single day is because people are counting on you. You don't know who you're gonna impact by showing up every single day. People that are on the stream right now. I didn't know I was gonna meet you guys, because I decided to go live today, right? So welcome everyone, welcome. So if you're just tuning in for the first time, this is where I'm at. Heading into work today. It's raining earlier. Clouds are big. Finally spring. So of course we're gonna get rain. Um, but yeah, the title of today's stream is why showing up daily matters as a founder. And what I was getting at is that it's gonna, people are counting on you to fulfill your mission with what you're building. Work was great. Work was great yesterday. Gonna go at it again for another 12 hours. So where are you guys all tuning in from today? Where are you guys all tuning in from? If it's your first time tuning in, where are you guys tuning in from? So yeah, what I was talking about is, people are counting on you to fulfill your mission with what you're building. So that's why showing up daily, showing up consistently every single day. You don't know who's going to be impacted by what it is that you're building. Whether it's a year from now, a day from now, 10 years from now, 100 years from now. Can you say my name? Hayden Vlogs. Hayden Vlogs. Is that your name? Lavar, 1976. What's going on? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I could say my name, my name, if that's what you're trying to get me to say. 6767. Yeah, G go fo. What's up? What's up? Where's everyone else tuning in from today? I know Hayden Vlogs. We got him from Australia. We got myself from Canada here. Where else is everybody else tuning in from today? I'm gonna walk around a little bit. Yeah, it's not raining anymore. Stop raining. Yeah, so yeah, guys, keep going. Keep showing up every single day because you don't know who is. who's counting on you to do what it is that you're. New York, we got New York here. New York's been on my radar. A friend reached out to me, that's now living in New York. I've been seeing Ari at home. He's in New York. I think there's a lot of. I've been watching this guy who's a venture capitalist. Um, he's building in public. He's in New York, so I think New York is. I gotta come out there, man. Gotta come out there. Especially for the startup scene. A lot of up and coming founders there too. So definitely, I think it's a must for me to actually come out there. Maybe there's an event. I'm actually a magician, so if you guys don't know, been performing magic for the last 23 years. Started with seeing David Blaine on TV, and seeing him go up to random people and blow their minds. Have a great day, man. Have a great day, Hayden Vlogs. Thanks for tuning in again. Um, so yeah, it'd be great. It'd be great to go out there. Um, yeah, anybody here a founder that's tuning in right now? Anybody here? If you're a founder tuning in, or if you're building something, or even if you're just, I think Jesus is using your channel. Jesus, maybe. You never know. Never know, man. Never know. Where is Jesus? Tell me. He passed the test. Remember? Put it to the test. Somebody, Neville Goddard. I've been listening to him for a while, and he says that Jesus is your own wonderful human imagination. Christ, God in man, is your imagination. So, omnipresent anyway. Hey, Preppy Care. Hi, I'm back. What's going on? Lavar, omnipresent everywhere. Yeah. If you think about it, all creation. Um, look at all this. All this, was once a thought in somebody's mind. Even these cars, this parking lot, this phone that I'm holding, right? Everything was once in somebody's imagination. So if you think about it, if we are created in the image of God and the likeness of God, you know, then what is similar? What manifested here? What allowed this to manifest? It's it was all in our imagination. And God and man are one. So I'm a Therian, Prepper Care. Did you smite go fo off the chat? Nah, man, didn't do that. Deadness, um, didn't do that. No. Where are you guys all tuning in from? We got New York here. We got. Anyways, I didn't mean to get it to. Um, I look. I go with the flow. Whatever we're gonna talk about, we're gonna go talk about. So mainly this channel, I'm talking about startup, startup founders, mission-driven founders, helping to fulfill your mission with what you're building. Um, and that's why I'm doing this. To support mission-driven founders to fulfill what it is that they're doing. Right. So, but if you think about even the impossible things that have been created, people didn't think that cars would be a thing, right? They thought, oh, it was always going to be horse and carriage, right? Dark Figure Roblox. Hey, I think I remember you. Hey, what's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back. And it's just somebody had it in their imagination. They thought of it, and they believed that it was going to happen, and then it actually made it happen. So that's why go after what it is that you're building. Show up daily. Show up consistently, and that's why I built the tool daynumber.io. And I did that so that people can document their journey and show up daily, and because you don't know who's counting on you to fulfill your mission with what you're building, right? Who's counting on you? How many lives you're going to impact in a positive way? Deadness left me. Somehow I'm alive after stabbing my eye, falling from 6 feet high, and getting pneumonia when I was a newborn. Wow, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. See, bro, everybody has a purpose. Everything happens for a reason. And I really believe that. I really believe that you were created with a purpose, to impact the lives of somebody. Don't let anybody tell you that what you believe that you can do is impossible. And even if they do, it's all good. People thought that you couldn't. um, People are even telling Elon Musk, oh, it's impossible to go to Mars. But or I think even Jeff Bezos, when he was building Amazon, he had to pitch like many people. So it's just you gotta just disregard what people doubt because they never done it before. They never done it before. So people are always going to be wrong. They don't know anything, right? So you survived COVID. Dark Figure Roblox survived COVID 3 times without vaccine. That's awesome. Rivals Noob, yo, remember me. Love your stream. Thank you, thank you guys, thank you. Um, yeah. So Dedimus left me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not talk about the big Elon. It's hard not to. It's hard not to, man. Hard not to. You know. Um, if you think about one of the greatest entrepreneurs of all time, forget about what you think about what he says about mindset or what he says about like politics or anything. But in terms of entrepreneurship, like he's one of the greatest entrepreneurs of all time. You know, all his companies that he's built are you know worth hundreds of billions of dollars, right? Um, Mini Stafari, if we have free will, how do we have inherent divine purpose? Okay, that's a good question. Well, look, I think there's an illusion of free will. I think even if I think even look, this is all. You don't have to believe what I'm saying, but I think even the choices that you make seem like they're choices, seem like they're free choices, and you feel that you're actually making those decisions. But I think overall, there's an overarching path, uh, that kind of we have set for us, and it's our choice how we live that path. And I think that's why you see some crazy, you know, deaths that happen that you're like, how did that even happen? It's when it's your time, it's your time. But it's how I've heard it described this way. It's like you have a hallway. There's a stretch of a hallway that there's a certain hallway that you can go through, but how you walk through that hallway is up to you. How you experience that hallway. It's all about your experience, right? But I think everybody has, some sort of a life path, and purpose, right? And for you, it's just that's why I think, whatever you think, we just have to let go of how it's gonna happen and just be present to, you know, not the ideologies of this world, but just to who you are and fulfill that whatever is drawing you, to what it is that you're looking to do. Go do it. You know, even if it seems impossible, go do it. Right? Rivals Noob. Guys, make him famous now. 1,000 views. Thank you. I feel bad, bro. I got you one like. Yay. Thank you, Rivals Noob. Yeah, I don't care. Honestly, even if I impact one person out here, um, that's all. That's really, all that matters for me. The reason why I do this and I show up every single day, is because for myself, I put my word out there that I would keep going live every day and keep building every single day, and to hold myself accountable so that I continue to pursue and fulfill my mission with what I'm building. Which is to help founders to fulfill their mission with what they're building. Right. That's number one, and then number two is to actually connect with other people who are mission driven and they have something to fulfill and they have a purpose. So if you're watching this as a replay, I hope that it impacts you. I hope that I can connect with you, and I hope that I can inspire you to actually do what it is that you're called to do. Right. I'm not here for views and likes or all those vanity metrics. I'm here to actually make an impact. Right. So, and I hope that you are too. Right. So yeah, where's everyone tuning in from today? If it's your first time, got rain. It's kind of raining right now a little bit. You can see here it's wet. Yeah, it's a little bit wet out here. It's a lot of worms last night, but this tree is starting to bud, as you can see. Beautiful tree though. Um, yeah, where's everyone tuning in from today? And that's why what I was saying earlier is that it's important that you don't disappear. You know, Deadness left me. I'm from some place called Mizoram, the least popular state in India. Oh, okay, okay. Well, hey, man. Shout out to Mizoram. Shout out to Mizoram. You know, that's cool, man. We got India here. That's awesome. We got New York. Where else? For me, Canada. Uh, welcome, welcome. Sharul HHSSG Z44 Mike Emery jeans fill them up with knots. What? um, Sharul. Yeah, man. What's up? What's up? Where are you tuning in from, guys? Z44 or Sharul, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. If it's your first time tuning in, my name is Jordan Oveas. I'm founder of daynumber.io. I've been going live every single day for the last 2 months and been documenting my journey for the last 263 days. I'm sipping Care Plus in the UK. What's Care Plus? Oh my God, it's Malcolm in the Middle. What? Malcolm in the Middle. Yeah, where's everybody tuning in from today? Is that Care Plus like a is that like a rap or something? I'm trying to say a rap. Um, yeah, Malcolm in the Middle. I used to watch that show. I've been thinking about that show a lot because what's this called? There's the show that my kids watch. It's called The Middle, and it's an older series, 2009 to 2018. Had like 9 seasons. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting show. It's about family. There's 3 kids. There's 2 parents, so it's kind of like Malcolm in the Middle. They have 3 kids, right? Uh, Malcolm in the Middle was like my family. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, you should watch on Netflix. There's another series called The Middle, and but the narrator is like the mom. She's like the instead of like funny enough, and the mother, his name is Frankie. So I don't know if this related or anything like that. I don't know if it's related, but deadness left me. People are complaining about wind blowing in your eyes, but I'm suffering from my glasses acting as magnifying glasses on my eyes. Interesting, interesting. I don't know if I just got yeah, got like a blurry thing there. But yeah, where's everybody else tuning in from today? Yeah, we got India here. That's really cool. In the UK, sipping Care Plus in the UK. Oh, you're just trying to say that you're in the UK. I get it. Nice, nice. We had Australia earlier. We had we have Canada. Myself. My eyes extra vulnerable to sunlight because of my glasses. Bro, what is your favorite song right now? My favorite song right now, man. I have no idea. I have no idea, honestly. Um, I was listening to what was it? Oh, well, my kids, they listen to this guy Maddox Baxton, whatever. This country young Justin Bieber type of country singer. Um, some catchy songs there. I was listening to Andre 3000. He released an album last year. I was starting to listen to that. It sounds really good. It's just all instrumental. He was supposed to make a rap album, but he ended up just going with the flow, and it sounds really good. And then also been listening to Ari at home. When he goes live streaming, going to New York, going out, like making beats on the spot. Like, man, like it's just crazy how like somebody you can make literally a song in like a minute, and there's like banger after banger after banger. Dennis left knee. Mine's probably Made in Heaven or Seven Seas of Rye. Okay, I gotta see that. I gotta see that. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just saw Justin Bieber singing on. I got into Tiny Desk. I was like, man, I want to create something like that for founders. For people who have startups, but like a platform or a context where, if they're on, let's just say Day Number or Behind the Magic Live, that it's like a they're gonna it's a platform for them to blow up. It's like a distribution. So because I'm already building like a tool that is helping founders to share their story and document their journey so that they can be seen and also stay accountable, right? Z44, bro, what is your favorite song? Oh, okay, I think you already said that. Most of the people who know Weezer, the Beatles, Queen, or any old bands are over the age of 40 here. Okay, well, I'm 30, turning 36 this year. But I think I hear Made in Heaven. I know, uh, I know Tears in Heaven. Would you know my name? I don't know if that's a song actually. Maybe I'm wrong. If I saw you in heaven, I don't know. But yo, for real though, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, how Justin Bieber got paid 10 million to go to Coachella. So it just shows like when you have a solid brand, and people, you actually have talent. Like yeah, one showing up is like bro, 10 million, boom, right there. Um, everyone Z44. Everyone knows the Beatles, brother. Dee Ness, she never loved me the way she does. The way she does. I gotta see. I gotta listen to. I'm gonna tune into those songs. So I'm gonna check that out. Um, yeah, where's everybody else tuning in from? We got the UK, we got India here, we got New York, we got Canada, we got the UK. Where else? We all live in a yellow submarine. Yes, we all live in a yellow submarine. Yeah, man. See, look, the Beatles. That's another inspiring story. If you guys didn't know, like they were like a low key band like for so long, and then finally they became a quote unquote overnight success, But I'm not sure how many years they were playing before they got discovered, right? So, like another thing, related to like founders, they're founders themselves, right? Bands, musicians, they're all startup entrepreneurs, right? As a musician, you're an entrepreneur, So you gotta if you guys have a dream or goal to do stuff like that, go do it. You don't know who you're going to impact. Look, we're still talking about the Beatles, and it's been like 50 years, right? Since they actually like became famous, right? So I would say, yeah, like, even my daughter, she wants to be a singer. She wants to be famous, be an actor. She wants to be rich. She knows, she like committed her mind that she's going to be rich, so I'm glad. I'm glad that we instilled that confidence in her for her to actually believe those things, right? Uh Didn't left me as before. No, I asked a bunch of high schoolers and they were like, "What are you talking about?" That's funny. That's funny. Um, yeah. Well, hey guys, look, I am. What's this called? That we got 20 minutes. We got still another few minutes left. I'm gonna head in shortly. My work starts at like 9. So, but yeah, anybody that's just tuning in right now, welcome to the stream. My name is Jordan Joveas. If you're just tuning in, I've been going live for the last 263 days. Not live, documenting my journey for the last 263 days. And been going live for the last probably just over 2 months now, every single day. I've been building. You can check my channel to see what I've been building. It's really a platform and network to support early stage founders to fulfill their mission, with what they're building, right? And also a professional magician as well. So, um, fun fact: Putin was baptized somewhere in the Russian frozen lakes. Okay, that's crazy, crazy, crazy. Did not know that. Did not know that. But yeah, whenever I come to work, I always see this tree. It's like the tree of life. Really cool, really cool stuff. Really cool. Yeah. So Z44, I want to get rich, bro. I'm 24. Got like 10 pounds though. Doesn't matter how much you have, man. Doesn't matter. You could have $0 to your name. You could know no one. Okay. Go watch Undercover Billionaire by. You'll see Grant Cardone season 2. How he builds a $5 million business in 90 days. Okay, valuation business in 90 days. Undercover Billionaire. So the key thing you have to know is number one is what is it that you don't want. Find out like the contrast. Like, okay, what are you absolutely disgusted with, you don't want anymore? Define that first, right? And once you define that, you make a decision, to say, okay, I'm not accepting this anymore. And you turn your back on that and you decide what you do want. Okay, what is it completely that you want? So that's called defining what you want. Most people, you ask them, what do you want? They don't know. They don't know that answer for the whole life, right? So you have to define what it is that you want clearly. Just like your name. What's your name? Okay, Jordan. Boom. Right. So you have to define what it is that you want, right? Clearly, like you can answer like recall, instant recall. What's your name, Jordan? Like that, right? So what do you want? $100 million. What do you want? I want to build, the next whatever it is that you're gonna build, right? Define that clearly. And once you define that, you have to see yourself already in possession of it. Okay, that you already have it, and then like feel as if it's done, and then you let it go, right? And one other thing is writing it down. Okay, on white paper, blue ink. Okay, if you know how to write cursive, write it down, right, to keep it in the forefront of you. And then follow your intuition. You'll be led to people, circumstances, situation, don't focus on the how. The more you focus on the how, the longer it'll take. So um, so that's what I would advise. I mean, I've done this many times. Like, I mean, even for me, like, my family and I, we needed a car, right? Last year we were without a car for many months. Almost for the whole year last year. Actually, pretty much for the whole year last year, and I was just like envisioning like a car in my driveway, right? I would even walk around like the like imagine like I was getting out of my driveway, of my car in my driveway, and I would see it out the window where I'd work. And within, I don't know, I think me doing that maybe within a couple like a month, um, boom, we actually got a car free and clear, right? So the key is defining, first of all, defining what you don't want, okay? Being absolutely disgusted by it, like, just say, look, I'm sick of this, okay? This is what I don't want, okay? And then make a decision to turn your back on it, and focus completely on what you do want, right? And you have to define that, and that may take a while. A good exercise is, what would you be, do, or have if money were no object, right? And time were no object, and you knew you couldn't fail, right? Write all a list of those things down, and then out of that list, okay, maybe circle something that you can accomplish within the next, that's big enough to excite you, small enough that you can get it within the next 6 to 12 months, 6 to 12 months, or 3 to 12 months, right? Don't put a time frame, but and then focus on that specifically. So hey, Garlock, hi, how? Gary Wilkinson, well, what's up, bro? What's up? Welcome back. So that's what I would say, and then focus on that. See yourself already in possession of what it is that you're doing. Feel as if you're already there from your own eyes, right? You have to see yourself already there in possession of what it is that or being the person that you want to be, through your own eyes. Okay, not like from a movie like you're watching in the third person, but first person point of view, POV, right? Um, and then once you feel that emotion, the best time to do it is right before you fall asleep. See yourself already in possession of it, and then boom, drop off to sleep. Or you can take like a little nap if it's in the day, and then let it go. And do that multiple times until it becomes like a knowingness, a conviction that, okay, this is gonna happen. I don't know how, but it's gonna happen. And watch, you'll be led to things that you can never imagine of how it's actually gonna come through, right? So, anyways, I gotta go. I'm gonna give a shout out to everyone here: Gary Wilkinson, 88, Z44, Garlock, Deadness Left Knee. Who else? Shout out to who else? Sharul 73, Rivals Noob, Mink Safari. Who else? Dark Figure Roblox. Who else? Lavar, Preppy Care, Hidden Blogs, G Go Fo. Um, yeah, I think that's it. So, thank you guys. Invin Steak, shout out to you as well. Thank you. Maybe I am, man. Maybe you just don't know. Maybe it's a secret. Maybe I'm actually 1,000 years old. Who knows? But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a great rest of your day. And this is day number 263. I'm out.